Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm doing my everyday makeup tutorial slash sometimes glam tutorial. Since it is COVID and we have to wear these masks, I've just been trying out a more, natural, softer, lighter coverage makeup routine, and I've honestly been loving it. Now that we have to wear these masks, I just don't want to have something heavy on my face, but I am kind of suffering from a little bit of an acne flare-up on my chin, so I am going to show you how to cover that up if you are, an acne-prone girl like me. I've literally had acne since the 8th grade. And I just always wonder, when will I know peace? I don't know. I don't know when that day is coming, but hopefully it's coming soon. And let's just jump right into this video. I'm just going to put my hair back. Okay. A little clavicle. Okay. So basically I'm going to be showing you, my everyday... Okay, so most days I don't wear makeup. So when I do decide to wear makeup, or this was the makeup I would wear to work a lot when I was going into an office, this is the look that I would do. And then I'm also going to show you how to elevate it a little bit more. This is nice for girls who don't really wear a lot of makeup, so when they go out to a wedding to do whatever, this is a very easy look for them to do so they still feel done up. Let's start with the base. There are also products that I love, which is really nice. Starting off with my primer, I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is amazing. I know it's really, really popular, so you just get it from Sephora, and it's really nice because the product sticks really well. It's kind of a little bit tacky. I just blend it in until it feels like it has a little tackiness to it. So next, let's go in with the base. We bought this product a little over a month and a half ago. I knew, like I said, the fact that, COVID has just changed things. I just want a lighter base, especially if I'm going to just be throwing a mask on it. I don't want anything too heavy. So I bought this Lancome Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint. You guys, I'm out of breath. This is amazing. It's just lightweight, but it still gives you coverage, which is really, really nice. And, everything from Lancome is just really elevated. They have really good base products, so I was really, I went into this knowing that it probably would be pretty good, and I've been loving it thus far. I use the color 08 in Honey. I'm assuming the N is for neutral. It only comes in about maybe 10 shades. And this is the second to darkest shade. Pop about this much to my finger. Dab it. I'm going to do the bottom first. As you can see, I have hyperpigmentation. I started to break out on my chin because, period, being a woman. So I'm going to really focus on covering that. So I'm just going to push it in instead of doing this, because I do have scars that I want to cover. So I want to get as much coverage as possible. And I just washed my makeup brushes so they smell so good. I do a little bit more on this side. So I'm just going to dab that in. I want to bring it down. And the nice thing about this color is that it's my perfect shade. It's neutral, which I always need. It's the right amount of yellow. Your forehead. My forehead's pretty clear, so I tend to not use that much. And I tend to swipe on my forehead because I don't have that much to cover. And the stuff that I do have to cover, I don't really care to cover. It doesn't really look that bad, and it looks more natural. The few little dark marks poking through. Okay, perfect. I can't stress enough how much I love this product. So next, I am using, so let me take a step back. So as you can see, my skin looks pretty even, covered what it could cover. But as you can see, it's definitely a lighter coverage product, which is nice. So as you can see, I still have a little bit, especially here, poking through. So I'm going to go in with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Amande or Amande. So I'm just going to drop the product, and then I'll go back in. It's really windy outside. I haven't even like blended anything in yet, but as you can see, the concealer is like a little bit more richer than my skin tint, even my skin, which is fine. What I've learned is that with like these type of concealers that you're trying to cover, or that you're using for coverage, it doesn't have to be exactly your shade, which is nice. But I like doing like the spot treatments, because if you just keep layering and layering and layering foundations or whatever you're using, that's when you tend to get cakey. That's when you tend to feel like you have a lot of product on. And especially, like I said, with us having to wear these masks, don't nobody want to feel like they just got globs of stuff on their skin, you know? So I like to just go in and spot treat my problem areas. This side is my pretty clear side. So I'm just going to go back in with my foundation brush. I'm really just going to dab that in. And I'm just gonna feather out this product. Down here is still fairly raised, so I'm really like, unfortunately, don't listen to what anyone tells you. Like if they tell you, oh, like if you have acne that is like raised to the surface, you can't cover that. You can't cover texture, but you can cover the darkness. Okay, next for concealer, I want to use something that is kind of close to my shade, because I'm not really looking to highlight, I'm just kind of looking to even out. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. I'm using the color 146 Tan. So I'm just going to put some under, not too much, I'm going to keep it light. Just going to put a little right here, a little right here. I like to put some here because I do I do feel like it covers my mustache a little bit. And feather that out. It's also pleasing for my nails. I dyed my hair last night. As you can see, it's super dark, which I love, but don't love that it seeped through my gloves, unfortunately. Now I'm using my Dermablend Illuminating Banana Powder. Comes in 2 shades. I used to use the like white shade, which I love, but I stopped when I found out this was an option. Yellow just looks better on us. I'm going to set under my eyes. I'm not using too much powder because I'm not trying to bake. I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't move. Okay, and I'm just going to, what I like to do is just, because I get really oily right around my mouth, so I'm just going to set all up in here. I actually like to leave some of the residue and then like sweep it away. I don't know. Feels like it's doing something. And for me, I have to start pretty matte because I have oily skin. Because if I start too oily, then it's a disaster by 1 o'clock. Okay, so next are some new products that I've been loving so much. As you can see by this, you should be able to guess what brand it is, which is Glossier. I've been loving their Brow Flick. It is for the eyebrows, clearly. It is amazing. It is an amazing product. Like, for me, I have, which you probably can't see, I do have something I would call an eyebrow on my face. It's just very light. It's not a lot of hairs. I don't really get a lot in the front. So for me, I like to create hair-like strokes in the beginning. Like, that's really important to my whole eyebrow look. And this makes it really easy to do that. So it's like a little pin. I do shake it. I kind of do it at random, so it looks natural. And then I'm going in with my Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade. And I'm using this to fill in and give my brow the shape. I don't make it like too neat. I just fill it in and give myself more shape. And now that the brows look good. Okay. Okay, now we're going to bronze the skin. I'm going to use, which I've actually been using for a few months, the Morphe Glamabronze and Phenom. And this is just going to, sometimes powder can like wash you out, you look kind of dull. This will just bring some life back to your face. I'm going to basically use this for blush and, you know, some warmth. A little bit of that extra. I'm using a product that I actually used to use a lot in my videos and in real life, and then I stopped, and then I found it and I actually need another one. It's the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. I just really like to use this on the days that I don't wear a lot of makeup, just because I feel like my lips are my favorite part of my face, and I like for them to look basically swollen. So this just gives them a little plumpness. Maybe it's all in my head, but I swear my lips look more plump when I put this on. Okay, so next we're going to do mascara. So I'm going to go in with my Dior lash primer that I love just to prep the lashes. I don't know how the Dior ladies were able to sell this to me, but they did. And I've been using it for over a year now. I am a cheap mascara girl. I don't usually spend a lot of money on mascaras. And the one I've been loving lately, which actually was sent to me, is the Wet n Wild Max Volume Mascara. I'm going to go in with some highlighter. I'm going to be using the MAC Oh Darling Extra Dimension. Pretty sure this was part of a collection, but you can use any highlight that you want. What I've been using lately is a little bit of the MAC Chestnut just on my Cupid's bow so it's defined. And then I've been loving this Glossier, what is the product called? Glossier Generation G in the color Leo. This is literally the color of my lips, but just like a little bit darker. And I do feel like it just gives me a little something extra. So this is for my girls who, you know, just want to throw something on for work. They want to look cute, want to look nice, but they don't want to do too much. For me, I am a lashes girl till I die. So this would be something I'd wear to work if I was like throwing my glasses on or just like a day where I don't want to do too much. But if I want to elevate it a little bit, I throw on lashes. Okay, so my like everyday lash are the Kiss. What is the number? Okay. The Kiss Lash 11. They look like this. Y'all, there's not a more fire lash on the market, and I promise you that. If you're looking for a lash that you can literally throw on every single day, and they're like your lashes but better if you have long lashes, or if you're a girl like me who doesn't, they're like lash extensions, especially if you put them on correctly. There's been so many times I've been out in public and people have been like, you got lash extensions? And I'm like, no, these are lash tricks, boo-boo. Just look so good. Or I've had people be like, are those your lashes? Like if they are, they're bomb. And it's like, girl, they're not. Promise you. Get a big pack. I have a few of these. They're amazing and they're so lightweight. The band is like barely there. They're so easy to put on. It feels like you have nothing. They're wispy. They're amazing. They're great. Get them. So the key to the lashes is to get them as close to your natural lash line as possible. And the way for me to do that is to use some type of like compact mirror. I place it down Because when you're looking down, you can just sit the lashes down. If you're a beginner and you're not really good at putting on lashes, I do suggest using tweezers and grabbing the lash and then sitting it on. But for me, I just like to use my fingers just because I'm used to it. And what I do is I take my fingers and I squeeze my lashes with the falsies, and that just brings them even close to the lash line and like conjoins them. So while that inner corner is drying, I like to go back in with mascara to really make the falsies look thick and lush and like they're mine. I take my fingers again, I just squeeze them together. Okay, so this is the final look. Looks bomb. These type of looks, what takes the longest is normally lashes and brows. Everything else is super simple. But yeah, I love it. The products that I use are really like holy grail products that I love right now. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this look. If you like it, what you guys want to see next. Follow me on social media, specifically on Instagram. You know, so my stories where I talk about products that I'm loving. If you want to just keep up with what I got going on, that'll always be down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.